So yes, Assalamu alaikum viewers, today we are here with episode 148 part 4, which begins when Orhan also brings Aljam Hatun to his room and says, "Sister, take care of her." Aljam Hatun says, "Make noise, Mr. Orhan, my father is going to break." Orhan also says, "Aljam, I can't hear you." Aljam says, "No, I understand you well. You have no use to me, get lost from my way." Orhan also says, "Sometimes you show sense. Sometimes you become less intelligent." Aljam says, "Who are you to say I am less intelligent?" Orhan also says, "What you are doing is not a joke." Tajuddin Noyan does not joke. He will give the head of your father and your sister-in-law on your small mistake. Aljam says, "My family is already dead." Orhan, "Sir, your father will kill my mother and sister-in-law with this dog." Orhan also says, "Lady, you do not know my father and my family." Aljam says, "I do not know me and your father at all, but I know Tajuddin Noyan very well. If you do not try now, then you will lose your father and sister-in-law." Orhan also says, "I understand, you will not understand." Then Orhan also locks Aljamatun in the room and says, "You have not left any other way." Aljamatun says, "Mr. Orhan, open the door." Then Orhan also says, "Soldiers, this door will be closed. The woman will not come out in any condition." Here we see that the Roman Jalad says that he thinks that he will put a blow in the neck of a Turk, especially a stubborn heavenly wolf like Osman Sardar. If it's time, I am Jalad. Why should we come here? Imam Supahi says, "For blood, for prosperity, for blood, for prosperity." Jalad says, "For whom we will die." Supahi says, "For the land, for war, for the land, for war." Jalat says that when war is needed, politics is in the way at such times. Powerful war wins. We will start this war and end it at our own will. I make the rules of the game and I only drive away the need. Tajuddin Noyan thinks he has agreed with the Byzantine state. Among them, he says, "What will be our mission, Amran Tagin?" He says, "We will kill the most beloved of his family in the heart of Usman." Step by step, he will pull him towards himself. "You will bring me the head of Aladdin. I will give you a life. I will take away his son from him." Then one of them says, "I will send my best man." He says, "No, this work will be done by Allah. Allah will enter the city in secret and immediately do his work. From now on, these lands and these forts are ours. We do not take orders from anyone. We do not worship anyone. We will play and start wars and we will end them. Now come out of the sword of the Mian. We have taken these lands from our blood. These swords will not go into the Mian until the Ottoman Empire bows. I am ready to be a father and he's meeting everyone." Brother Aladdin says that may Allah guide you to the right path, Insha'Allah. Malhun says, "My brave son, Aladdin, live long." In the honor of Allah, then she goes to Orhan and meets him and says, "You and your brother are entrusted to each other. Always be in a state of unity. Your mother is always here, don't forget." Orhan says, "Don't worry, mother. Nothing will change until you return. We will always be together." Then Malhan says, "In the honor of Allah, son." Then Malhan goes to Fatima and says, my beautiful daughter, do not be sad. I will reach the house of Allah by the command of Allah. I will wipe my face in the soil of the Holy Land and come back again. This separation is not permanent." Then Malhun says, "Do not take your eyes off your brothers. Do not disobey the command of your mother." Then Ghazi says, "Do you know what the woman will bring for me from Mecca?" Malhun says, "I will bring what you say." Ghazi says, "I want those." Malhun says, "Okay, I'll bring it." Osman says, "Ghazi, the crows are not like that. If you say they make a sword for you, what do you think of taking them to the infidels?" Ghazi says, "Okay, sir." Then Osman says, "Quona, preparations are complete." Quona says, "Preparations are complete, sir. The soldiers who go with us are waiting for us at the door of the city." Then Osman says, "Let's go. We have to be carried away." And friends, as always, Osman B has only one request from you, and that is that you subscribe to the channel with as much responsibility as it takes to make a video, and like the video, and definitely express your opinion in the comment box. It gives us a lot of courage and gives us the confidence to make as many videos as possible. Thank you very much. Here we see that in the Garmian border, in the border market, Gonka says to Jurkutai that why did Tajuddin Noyan come? Do you know Mr. Jurkutai? Jurkutai says, I don't know Gonka Khatun, but he wouldn't have come here without a big purpose. Gonka says that's right. Then we see that Tajuddin Noyan is coming out of the room. And Gonka says to her that Gonka Khatun, are you waiting to say goodbye? If you knew, I wouldn't have made you wait. Gonka says, no, you misunderstood. He goes away as he comes. Then Tajuddin Noyan says, Guncha, I see that my Ahmad has ruined your peace of mind. Your rose-like face is angry with me. Goncha says that the poison of your heart is burning from your face. You can't hide it from your words. Guncha leaves and Mehmet comes there and says that there was an important work. Tajuddin Noyan says that I like people who understand their work, but I will not die as a guest if I die with Osman. I am leaving. Goodbye. Then Tajuddin Noyan tells Jurkutai that the one who turned his face to his people is not one of us. Jurkutai says, what do I do when my people turn their face to me? Then a man comes to Tajuddin Noyan and says, Mr. Amir, Usman's wife is going on Hajj. Usman has left to bid farewell. Tajuddin Noyan says, bring this woman to me. It is not right to go empty-handed for guests. The Ottomans are coming with their spies, and the Malhun Hatun's car is also coming, and the Mongols are hiding and waiting. When the Malhun's car passes by, they say that the Ottoman's wife is coming to catch him. The Ottomans are standing with their spies, and a man comes and says that they are coming. The Ottomans say that the spies will be our target, Gunduz Sardar and Aisha Khatun. The Turks cannot be captured, they will be shown. This way, the Mongols are taking Aisha Khatun and Gunduz Bey. They are in a very bad condition, and they are walking with them. Osman is not going to the hospital. Osman is not going to the hospital. I will make my dog from him. No one will know where they are. Take them away. Then the man of the Ottoman Empire gets his mouth covered and leaves. The Gandhian also says that Tajuddin Noyan first ruined his relationship with my son and his wife. Aisha Khatun ruined my son's relationship and my son's mind. And then he started eating us from the inside. He said to collect all the leaders in one mouth. The purpose was to separate them from the spies. A dog was being tied around the Turkish neck. I was in a tent with my father and husband. They burned everything. The ones who ran away, the ones who fell, they stayed there. They started killing us. Their purpose was not war. Their purpose was to kill us. They say, do not worry. I can understand you better than anyone. But we have two ways in front of us. Do you want to be free or safe? They say, we have chosen our way. Our way is yours. We are free, thanks to Allah. Osman says, but you should know that there is a great war ahead of us. They are ready. Now the magic will want to go out for war. But if we can make them feel, then Gunduz says, the more you blame, the more difficult it will be for the new day. Osman also says that not only will it be difficult, but it can also lose its throne. I know that your tribe has been scattered, but if you are also hopeful, then it is your fault. Usman Sahib, Allah ka shukar hai. Usman bhi kiate hai wo humare tukre karna chahate hai. Lekin apdo ka ikbail mutad ho chuke hai. Wo apne rado ka amni jama nahi pena sakenge, in patut parenge. Wahi karenge jo humesha karte hain, in patut parenge. Allah ke siwa koi faate nahi. Then here we see that the Mongolians are chasing Malhun Hatun's car and attack them. A Mongol comes to the car and opens its door, but she runs away from the inside, and then the Mongol is chasing her. Here we are shown that she is not Malhun Hatun, but Usman sends the princess. And Usman tells the princess that I have been told that there is a prisoner in your room. I will save her and collect you two. You will be caught by Tajuddin Noyan and spy on her. Osman Sardar is ready to do this. Osman sends the princess to Malhun Hatun's place, and then he takes the Mongolian princess to Malhun Hatun and takes her away from there. And Bayanda is also watching this scene, and Bayanda smiles and says that now the wish of Huzur has been fulfilled. Now I want to see his face when the secret of Tajuddin Noyan's servant is revealed. Then here we see that in Yeni city, Aljam Khatun is standing in her room, and she hears some noise from outside, and she stands near the door holding a vessel. The woman starts hitting the dishes on her head, but she sees that her sister-in-law is in front of her, and she says to Aljam that Aisha And then her father comes, and the father also says to Eljam that Aisha is thankful to God that you are fine. Then Eljam Hatun tells her sister-in-law that beware Eljam, danger is not yet known. She says, what truth will we hide from Usman Sahab? 10:10. The I'm not a he says he is not afraid. Tajuddin Noyan knows well how to play with the prey. He does not think about killing the enemy, but treats him worse than death. He makes the enemy his slave. And with this, our episode 148 has come to an end. We hope you will like our hard work and subscribe to the channel. We will meet with another interesting video like this.